As a youngster in these streets, seen so much as a jit. On the block, stayed lit, running from the police. No father figure in my life, living trite every night. Gunfights with my dogs, with my homies day and night. In and out the county jail, plus no money for my bail. Ain't no sense in raising hell, did my best to prevail. Maintain through the pain, in them chains ain't a game. Now I'm headed to the penitentiary.
YouTube, what it do, man. It's your boy Self-Conscious, and I'm tapping back in with another edition of the 803 podcast show, man. And guys, I don't have the camera on me right now, man. The abscess or whatever, face swole up. Don't want to be on camera like this. But I'm here, and I'm going to make the attempt to get this video up. I want to talk about something different today, man. There's one interesting story that I've been like tapping into. And I want to talk a little bit about Kwame Brown, man. I want to talk a little bit about Kwame. I just seen the video when he was on the Pivot podcast with Shannon Fryer, Fred Taylor, and the other brother, man. Forgive me for not remembering your name, man, but it was a very interesting interview, man, and it was a dope interview. It was one of those interviews, man, that inspired me enough to, like, in despite of my current situation, for us with my face swole up like this, I still wanted to do a video on that, man. And because again, it was just some stuff talked about specifically that Kwame Brown addressed it, man, and I found it to be like just like interesting, man. Like, you know, this is the mind or the mentality or mindset, words coming from a former NBA, former #1 draft pick. And Kwame Brown, we from the same place, you know. I'm not going to tell y'all what part of South Carolina I'm from, but I know Kwame Brown is from Moncks Corner. He was born in Charleston, raised in Moncks Corner, and then later on they moved to a part of Georgia. And, you know, he became that superstar, man. But I don't just really want to talk about that, man. I want to talk about, you know, how am I getting... you know, just getting this interview, man, because this is someone, like I said, is where I'm from, man. And just to kind of like sum some stuff up, man, a lot of stuff Kwame Brown spoke about on that podcast, I kind of like fell in that same situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realized, and a lot of other people's realized, we're from different parts of the world, man. States are different. And meaning, where we come from, and maybe perhaps where someone come from in California or whatever state it may be, the environments and the communities are totally different from one another. They are not the same. We don't share the same experiences. We don't have the same experiences in life. And it's kind of crazy and overwhelming, man, to think like all these people was attacking this brother, man. We talking about Stephen A. Smith, Steven Jackson, whatever the other guy's name is. It's just a lot of people that was making this man not living up to #1 draft pick expectations, turning it into something like it was a big thing or something. First of all, do we know how many people's failed in life at one in particular thing, but was able to become successful in other things or in other ways? And to be honest with you, Kwame Brown, I watched some of his old clips, man. The man wasn't a bust like y'all think he was, or like they say he was. And I'm not saying this because the brother from South Carolina, where I'm from, so on and so forth. I'm just saying the man had a productive career. I mean, if he was trash, if he was garbage, then can somebody tell me how in the hell he was able to stay in the league for 13 years? We're not talking about bouncing from team to team. That don't mean nothing. Because for another team to say, you know what, we want Kwame, they seen something in it. But I think it was just Michael Jordan, man. You know, this people that everybody look at like he's a god or something, man. You know, Michael Jordan was a shithead. And a lot of people that played with him, Scottie Pippen, Luke Longley, and the list goes on and on. They had a lot of bad things to say about Michael Jordan, man. Jordan is not who people think he was, man. Jordan is a sellout. He's a straight shithead. He was a bootlicker, man. He did everything he could possibly do to impress the white people. That's my intake on Michael Jordan. I don't really give a damn if anybody disagree or have a problem with what I'm saying, but man, Jordan was a straight shithead. So for Kwame Brown he was drafted #1 overall by Jordan, the Washington Wizards. And I feel like just listening to this story, man, just tapping into this story, I feel like the brother didn't have an opportunity, man, to blossom and to become that greater player that he could have been. He had a decent career. But I feel like if he was up under someone else's ownership, mentorship, and things of that nature there, not someone unlike Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying, crushing this man, saying all this bad stuff about him, I think Kwame Brown would be in the history books right now as one of the greatest centers of all time. That's my personal opinion. And really it's a fact. Because the man, when it came to the boards, Kwame Brown was a beast on the boards. He probably wasn't that prolific scorer, and it's okay. When you have somebody of Kwame Brown's height and stature, man, you don't expect him to be this scoring machine like a Allen Iverson, like a Kobe Bryant, like a Tracy McGrady. You don't expect that out of him. All you want him to do is to be able to control them boards. And he was doing that. So my thing is, for someone to have been in the league for 13 years, how is he a bust? Can somebody tell me that? I don't get it. I don't understand it. But for all these years, man, they disrespected that dude, man. I'm talking about they talked down on him. They bashed him. They did this and done that. But when he started speaking, started talking, defending himself, now everybody had something to say at that time. Oh, he wrong. He shouldn't say this. He shouldn't say that. Like Stephen A. Smith. I despise that Negro. I really do. I despise that Negro. Because that's what he is, man. He's a bootlicker. Stephen A. Smith is garbage. Trash. A disgrace to the black race, to the black culture, man. Because all he do is find out a way to downplay or talk down on another black man. If it wasn't Kwame, it was LeBron James. If it wasn't LeBron James, it was Antonio Brown. If it wasn't Antonio Brown, it was Chad Ochocinco Johnson. It's always the black athletes that Stephen A. Smith set up that podium and talked down on with a white man. You know, so I applaud Kwame when he was crushing them, smashing them, destroying them, had them ducking. As I reflect back at some of the clips I watched earlier, a lot of them weren't the same on them shows when Kwame Brown got a hold to him. He gave them the business. He gave them what they asked for. No, he gave them what they deserved. But think about Kwame Brown, man. The man's story alone is history, man. Coming up, you know, being involved, not involved, but being around a bunch of violence, man. No father figure, no role model in his life. Had to grow up and become a man before his time. Working, taking care of his family, paying the bills, and still pursuing his dreams, man. Think about it. This man was able to take his mother out of one of the worstest situations you can ever think of as an 18, 19-year-old kid and move her on a golf course. Man, that's a story. That's a testimony. People are not doing things like that. So that man was able to overcome so much. But he was traumatized because of all the stuff that he was forced to experience. He talked about how his brothers was in and out of jail. He talked about how his brothers sold drugs. He talked about how he was shot at. All of this stuff. And for him to be where he at now, and the person that he ultimately became, a social media influencer, man, you got to tilt your hat and give that brother his flowers and let him celebrate him while he's still here, man. Give the man his flowers and his kudos. Those are the type of stories that's so inspiring and inspirational to me, man. Those are the type of stories that define great moments. It gives you an opportunity to experience somebody else's experience, or to allow somebody else's experience to inspire you to bring your own out, man. Man, this is just different, man. Never in a million years I would have ever thought that brother been through the things that he been through. And again, I salute him for being able to overcome and to achieve all his goals, man. And there was something that he said, man, that was just so interesting to me, right? You know, how is it so easy to monetize bullshit, negativity, violence? It's easy to monetize stuff like that, guys. But when you talk about something positive, when you talking about something that can be impactful in somebody's life, when you talking about something that can help someone to grow, develop, and become a better person, this is what people are shying away from. It's because the world is fucked up now, bro. There is no guidance, man. This is just an open void, bro. People don't believe in positivity anymore. Folks done literally got away from that. Folks don't care about hearing nothing positive, because this new generation that lacks guidance have the world fucked up, man. Man, this is just deep, bro. Like, this is some real shit, man. This is the life that we are entrapped within. And unfortunately, you have kids being born every day and forced into this shit. Unwantedly. Unconsciously knowing. Like, do y'all understand what I'm saying? This is real shit, bro. Tap into the universe. Tap into the things that's going on around you. Just want y'all guys to know, man. This is one of the most important things that I've said in life to people. Not only know your worth, know who you are as a person. Understand why God brought you here. Understand why God is still allowing you to walk, talk, and breathe, bro. Establish a relationship with your Creator, so you can be a better parent, a better role model, a better father figure, a better teacher, a better educator, man, to your kids and other kids. Like, this is some real shit, man. This is not something to play with. We losing our kids every day to senseless, pointless violence. The music industry then turned into a circus show. The music industry is the new hood. They're just regular people. Of course, they are still regular people. They just have money. What's money without power, and what's power without money? Define that. Do we know and understand what we are facing? From a political standpoint, from a worldly standpoint, from a streetly standpoint. All that shit matters, man. You got to get in touch and in tune with this, man. We here. Got to know what we want in life, man. Want to be a part of something great. Leave a legacy behind. Establish a platform or a foundation that can never be broken or can't be broken. Let's get real with this shit, bro. Let's get real with life. Guys, appreciate y'all for tapping in. Another edition of the 803 Podcast Show. And I want to appreciate all 18 people that subscribe to my channel, man. Keep smashing that like button, man. Let's share these videos. Subscribe. Turn on all post notification bells. Guys, we on a 30-day challenge. Somebody got to be the voice, man. Somebody got to be willing to speak. And I'm that person. Teamwork makes the dream work. Need y'all to tap in with me, man. With that being said, as always, keep God in your business. Allow him to be the rock, the centerpiece of your life, as well as in associations with all that you do. And guys, y'all already know what it is. The best is yet to come. I'm out. Peace.
As a youngster in these streets, seen so much as a jit. On the block, stayed lit, running from the police. No father figure in my life, living trite every night. Gunfights with my dogs, with my homies day and night. In and out the county jail, plus no money for my bail. Ain't no sense in raising hell, did my best to prevail. Maintain through the pain, in them chains ain't a game. Now I'm headed to the penitentiary, the misery.
This is just another story. This love